In the year 2080, the world has changed, and it keeps slipping farther into the ivory shadows. Welcome to the Sixth World.
Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Sixth World. We're so glad that you could join us for this next exciting episode of Shadowrun. Ivory Shadows here at Proficiency Bonus. My name is Michael, and I will be your narrator / game master for the evening. We're so glad that you're joining us. We got a few announcements we want to go ahead and go through before we get started tonight. First of all, we'd like to thank our affiliate program, the Twitch affiliate program, and also Streamlabs OBS for allowing us to do this really cool streaming stuff that we do here on the channel. We also want to thank our good friends at Little Dragon Corp and Cardboard Castle Games. You can type in !Little Dragon in the chat or !CCG in the chat to get quick links to both of their storefronts. If you go buy something from Little Dragon Corp, make sure you use that coupon code PROBONUS to get 10% off of your order. And check it out because they got some really cool stuff. Not right now, though. Wait till the break. We got lots going on tonight. So...
No, nothing's going to happen. Don't worry about it.
No, nothing's going to happen.
Everything's
fine. Everybody's fine. This is fine. This is all good. So, just a quick... I know it's been a little while since we've last played, so just a quick recap. So our group has been hired by a dragon who cannot remember who they are. They have amnesia and need this group of runners' assistance to discover information about themselves. There were fragmented memories that were shared with you guys from the dragon. One was a name. Cobalt Marie was one of the names that was given to you. And the other memory was a memory of an elderly orc. Tip of the ear was missing, and an earring that kind of looked like a coin. The dragon itself had an earring which led you guys to the mall to visit a jewelry shop. Where upon a botched burglary attempt, where Jack decided to electrocute the individuals, all three of them at once. Unlimited power.
No.
You guys had discovered that the jewelry shop led you to an individual named Justine Greer of Emerging Futures. You guys visited Justine, who was very hard-headed and would not give out too much information to you at your visit. You guys decided to wait till the evening to visit, to gather more information. After a brief scuffle with a few elementals that were guarding the place, you guys made your way in and started your exploration. Last episode, you guys discovered information about what was going on at Emerging Futures, about how Ares was funding Emerging Futures to do some research on animals and how they could be implemented into the Matrix as somewhat guard dogs to help safeguard some of their Matrix material. You also got information about an individual named Coin Splitter, who seems to be somebody of the chairman's proxy, who is still at large and also has some sort of data that seems to be important. You also found out information Emerging Futures is hiring their best Shadowrunners to silence people close to the operation. Which brings us to tonight. Last we left off, you guys gave someone a swirly in the restroom. Yes. It's
As
a bad.
you do when armed security comes into the toilet.
Wow, I totally forgot that happened.
That's right. Yep.
While BT was actually sweet talking some of the guards into making sure that they unlocked the doors and getting all this valuable information, you guys were downstairs flushing someone's head down a toilet. And also, Gearjammer, you jumped into a drone, which was revealed to you by Cypher, who discovered that the internet came back online. The network was back online. She was able to get some camera access for you so you could see the drone and jack into it. Unfortunately, you revealed yourself to the other rigger that is here within the facility. So, at this time, what I'm going to ask all of you to do is I'm going to pull up my turn tracker. And I pre-rolled for NPCs. So what I'd like you guys to do is I want you to go on your character sheets, including BT, even though BT is not currently downstairs, and including Cypher. I'd like you guys to all go and add yourselves to this initiative order by clicking on, and I'm going to say you guys were all kind of ready for something to go south. So everybody's going to roll cool checks for their initiative.
I don't have anything, any purples in there.
Yeah, make sure you clear your dice pools too. Also, if you guys make sure you sync your story points, I reset the story points, so make sure it should be 5-1 in favor of you guys.
How did I roll this? Oh, never mind. Oh, sync story points.
Nice,
No.
nice wildfire.
That mean he just doesn't go?
Yes.
Sits there like listening to elevator music, twiddling his
I'm
thumbs.
having war flashbacks of the police station.
You missed that episode. That would be when wildfire burnt down a police station.
I was in the bathroom then too, so that's kind of ironic.
Okay, so I've got everybody on the initiative tracker as Earjammer has made his presence known to this other rigger. The other rigger has seemed to have called out to the other individuals too that there is an intruder. Although currently the other ones don't really, I'll be honest, they don't have visual yet. But NPC's gonna go first. It's actually going to be that rigger. So that rigger is going to use its maneuver to double check my character sheet here. I think I had his maneuver ready. No, he's just going to go ahead and use his action to try to do an action that's actually something that was found in the previous version of Shadowrun. So we're going to put a little bit of a different kind of narrative flair on this Gearjammer. He's going to basically try to reboot that drone using his RCC, which will basically flush you out.
Okay.
And if it succeeds, you could suffer some dump shock from this action. So that's going to be a contested check. So what we're going to say is it's going to be a contested versus your whatever ranks you have in your computer skill.
Let's see here. Let me just make sure if I've got anything. My character here that helps me with that. Combat, encumbrance. Dude, it's... I know that's about icebreakers if they're trying to get into my rig. Okay, nope. That's it. It's just straight roll.
Well, how many ranks do you have in computers?
Oh, so I don't even need to roll. Okay.
Yeah, you don't. Basically it's his roll against your
Oh,
dice.
now I
Yeah,
follow you.
you're gonna have the.
Okay.
You're supplying the negative dice for his roll.
Now I'm with you.
Mhm.
Okay, computers, that's 2 ranks.
Two yellow, 2 green.
2 yellow, 1 green.
Oh, okay. So basically what that means is it's 2 red, 1 purple for him.
Oh, okay.
Oh boy, that makes it difficult. Let's see if he can do it. He fails.
Ooh.
With 3 advantages.
Fails gracefully.
I'm gonna say he fails, but he's going to use 2 of those advantages to give a boost to one of his mage buddies,
What?
and then he's gonna boost
Geek
up.
the mage.
Yep. Eek 'em.
Grab a new note card since I filled that one up already, and we'll boost to a mage. We'll say he's gonna boost that mage there, and boost to the next person who goes. And that will end his turn, as he is unsuccessful. You can feel the presence trying to basically hack and basically trying to reboot, but you're holding the functionality of the drone right now, and you pretty much prevent the drone from being able to shut down and restart. All right, that ends that NPC's turn, bringing us to any PC who would like to go.
Everyone's got something. I got something. Up to the group. Okay. If I remember, this drone has machine guns on it, right?
Yeah, I gave you access to the character sheet for it. If you look under, there should be a folder called Adversaries, and there should be Emerging Futures.
Oh, yep.
And there should be a
security
Hunter
drone.
Security Drone, so you can look at the actual character sheet
Oh.
for it.
Oh, okay. Oh. Okay. Yeah, so this thing has a very nice weapon on it. You know, he tried to kick me out. I'm just going to turn and fire at him.
Fire at the rigger?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So you are in drone 1. So basically, you're twisting around here. Oh wait, then you're not folding yourself in on yourself. That's a wrong. Yeah, so you're twisting around and you're gonna open fire. He is basically within engaged range, and you're using a ranged weapon, so it is going to increase the difficulty of it a little bit.
Okay.
So to determine your difficulty, basically, that's going to be 2 purple dice base
Okay.
for your difficulty to hit.
So this is just heavy. Okay, excuse me, I'm just trying to pull up and get my dice pool set here. Oh, weird. This thing has no ranks in ranged heavy. Okay,
The
so
drone,
it was,
the drone doesn't have any ranks in ranged heavy?
no, it's got a heavy weapon, but all its ranks were in ranged light.
Well, that's incorrect then. I probably made a mistake and put them in the wrong one. It's supposed to have ranged in whatever it has the weapon for. Yeah.
Okay, I'll flip
Yeah,
that
let
then
me-
real quick.
Yeah, it's supposed to, yeah, that's correct, yeah. It wouldn't make sense for a drone to have guns that it can't fire.
It can't fire, yeah. And you said it was 2 purple?
2 purple, yep.
Okay. And I am going to flip a story point to give it a boost, because why the hell not?
Okay, yeah, that's an upgrade, not a boost. So you can put the
Yep,
upgrade
yeah.
in. Yep.
Okay, and then here's to hoping.
That is a hit.
Hey.
Wow.
Okay.
With 3 advantage on top of it. Why
So it's
didn't it show us the...
oh wait, I'm just gonna click this.
Oh, there.
Oh.
Oh! Well, it's because you put the 3 extra yellows in the top. You did it manually the first time, so we're gonna go with the first roll with the extra thing. So it does 9 base damage.
Okay.
And you add 3 advantage. So here's the deal. For 2 advantage, you can activate linked 1 because it has 2 guns, and both guns hit. So it would double your damage.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
Got 2 guns. Let's cook them.
Do it to him.
I think that's what linked 1 means, or is that what auto fire means? It's one or the other, but it also has pierce.
Linked is both. Yeah, both hit. Auto fire is it hits multiple times or multiple people.
Multiple people. Gotcha. So 9 base damage times 2 is 18 base damage. This individual has some soak, but also has pierce 1 on this gun, which means its soak is reduced by 1. So, wow. Okay. So you start opening fire. Now, these guns are big and they're loud. And you guys from the bathroom, you're looking down at Gear Jammer who's passed out and hear coming from a few rooms away.
I flushed the toilet one more time.
Crap, I didn't tell anybody that someone saw me.
You just started opening fire.
He just passed out. Started...
Okay.
The conversation
Wow.
that happened off stream that didn't actually happen in character.
I make sure like his mouth isn't on the bathroom floor. Like.
One thing I do want to mention. He looks torn up through your vision through the screen of the drone, but he's still standing. But he's got bullet holes, and you can see blood starting to seep out of his wounds. It looks like he's like fallen to one knee and is in a lot of pain. But is also going to he has a ability. Well, nope, you didn't roll any threat on your check, so he can't do it. I forgot about that thing too, but I'm going to skip over it because we already rolled. I'll have to remember, he does have an adversary 1 rating, which means all the difficulties are upgraded against him by 1, but we'll do that on the next check.
Okay.
I don't think it would have made much of a difference that time. All right. Anything else you're doing? Because technically you still have a maneuver.
I still have that 1 advantage, right?
You do.
So the 1 advantage, I'll pass it on to the next friend who goes.
Okay.
And then, where's the door in the room?
The door is, I'll shift ping you so you can see it. It is right here. You see where I'm pinging?
Yep. So they're in 11?
They're in the room 4.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So basically the drone is going to maneuver and put itself right in front of the
wait,
door.
I apologize. I was 1 square off. It's actually right here.
Okay.
I apologize.
Yeah, so the drone's going to move over and sort of park itself like right here on the inside of the room, right in front of the door.
Okay. Yeah, okay. He would have to kind of be outside the door a little bit because there is a person occupying that space.
Okay, nope, then it'll stay where it is.
Stay where it is? You got it.
Yeah, it's not. It started firing in there. If it goes out there,
Mhm.
people are going to be wondering what's going on. So.
Yeah. All right. That brings us to another NPC. The mage. The mage across the way a little bit from the drone. Seeing that the drone is just starting to just go haywire and just start shooting his leader over here, is going to go ahead and fire off a spell at the drone.
As long as it's not water elementals, you know.
Why, if it is, they'll ignore the drone. That thing's got a freaking cannon on it.
Okay, basically you see him kind of start to wind up and this blue, like, glowing ball starts to form within the palms of his hands. And then he does, like, the almost like the Sub-Zero throwing like this ball of ice, but it's not ice. It kind of looks like just resonating energy that seems to just zip across right towards the drone. He's casting a spell called Powerball towards, and it's not the lottery. Towards.
Dang.
No ranged defense on the drone.
No range defense.
Nope.
Okay, so base on this is going to be 1 for a spell and 1 for its effect that it has on it. So I'm going to go ahead and... You know what?
Michael.
You know what? I don't use these nearly enough. So... Wait. It's saying use player story point on there for some reason, and I don't want to do that. I want to make sure that I'm using the correct story points. I'm going to go ahead and spend a story point myself.
Yikes.
And I'm going to upgrade the attack on this. So we'll give it an upgrade and we'll go ahead and fire off this spell using the Arcana. See how it works. And that's going to hit. So base damage is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 damage, base damage.
Okay, it's got a threshold of 5, but it does have 3 soak, if that counts.
Yeah, it does soak it. Yeah.
Okay.
So it does. We'll take 3 damage. So if you want to keep track of that,
Yep.
Matthew. And also, it's going to use 2 advantages to activate its quality, which I believe is knockdown. I apologize. Disorient quality. Okay. Thanks some knowledge, which would be 2. Okay. So basically, the drone is knocked to the floor and is also disoriented for 2 rounds. Which means anything that drone tries to do adds a setback die to the die pool for the next 2 rounds. So the drone starts like spinning out of control as this impact happens and slams down onto the floor. And that ends that mage's turn. And brings us to another PC. BT, I'm going to tell you, you're starting to hear chatter up on the 5th floor about potential intruders. And you're
What was going on my floor?
and you are standing in the office where you found all this information with that security guard named Jake. And Jake looks like he's like starting to wonder, and you know that they've been talking about Ares like since you got here. So you're not sure what's going on, but I just wanted to give you that tidbit of information for when you think about what you might want to do or whatever it comes down to.
Am I currently in possession of anything that I need to physically extract from this place?
You have those. You got those papers.
Aside from the house plant.
You have the house. Yeah, you do have the house plant. You also have those papers that you secured that said like all that information about what Ares was paying Emerging Futures to do, and all the research Emerging Futures was sending back to them. So you do have those files.
Isn't there also a drive that we found?
There was a drive, but it wasn't this information. Like this was actually physical paperwork. It seems like somebody deleted these off the computers and they only had physical copies.
If I remember correctly, did I snap pictures of those physical things? And I think my plan would have been to just take pictures of
You
them.
might have. Yeah, you might have. I cannot remember, to be honest, but I think you probably did. If that's,
I think so. I think Cypher like saved those to like her download files with the pictures.
I think you also were dropping little like hints that, Ares might attack today. So
Yes, if I remember correctly, I had convinced them that I was on their side, and that there was some double agentry and some potential incoming attacks.
You were basically telling them there was a mole in here somewhere, and you were sent to kind of explore and investigate.
Okay. In that case, if no one minds me taking the turn here, I think as we cut back, I'm standing in the office, and so Jake, any interesting weekend plans? And we hear like machine guns from downstairs, and I will cock my head and I say, well, it looks like I was right. I had also spoken to whoever was in charge on this floor, correct?
You did.
I do not remember his name, but
there were two individuals. There was Gale and Ross, who you spoke to coming in.
Ross was the one I had like directly spoken to. I am going to rush out of the office.
Okay.
I'm going to head back towards the elevators as I'm going, and I'd like to call to the guards here. I'll say, stay here and secure this floor. Nobody comes up. As I run over to the elevator and like hit the open door button.
Okay. I'll say basically for all of that, that'll probably be your turn for this round.
Yeah, that's all I want. I'm trying to get into the elevator to like leave this floor.
You got it. Yeah. Yeah. Sure. You rush over there. You get in the elevator. The doors close with a ding, and you begin to start to descend down the floors. That does bring us to a set of 3 NPCs all in a row.
Am I able to find out what floor I should be going to as I do this, by the way?
I think you guys were communicating back.
We're over as we get in over the radio.
I got the floor map. Like I hacked into the floor map, so she has a schematic for you to see where you're going.
Yeah, and we were called down to the first floor, I think.
Yeah, yeah. You guys were.
That's
heading.
I just hit like 1. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Realistically, Cypher is watching everything going on through the cameras.
Yeah.
Okay. One NPC group that goes is going to be all these other guards that are in the room. They act as a minion group, so they're all just the same. It's all just one role. So basically, they're just going to turn and fire at the drone that just got knocked to the ground. And they all
Michael, do they know where we are?
They
Or
do
do
not.
they just...
They do not.
Okay. Okay.
All they know is a drone just started shooting their leader.
Okay.
They know Deer Jammer exists in the area. That's about it.
They know
but, like,
there is a rigger somewhere nearby.
Okay. But they don't know the rigger's in the bathroom
They
labeled
don't?
14.
They don't know the rigger's in the bathroom labeled 14, dude.
Okay.
That's right. At least not yet.
Good.
In the bathroom labeled 13.
So, since there are only 3 of these guys in the room currently, I'm just going to roll for 3, and they are just going to fire SMGs at this drone. The good news for the drone is it will be a little bit harder to hit, and because it is prone, I actually added extra purple dice to this, so it's 3 purple. Actually, you know what? The 2 that are nearby are just gonna go, and they're gonna get their clubs out, and they're just gonna start clubbing the thing on the ground.
Office Space.
Yeah, Office Space style. Yeah, like this is broken. Let's break it. Let's break it. So they're just gonna start clubbing it. So that'll take one of these purples off because it won't affect that. And I'll go ahead and roll for these clubs.
What?
Oh! They fail with a triumph. Okay. How does it fail with a triumph work? Let's see. Spending triumph or triumph and despair, triumph in combat. Let's see what we got.
They don't damage the drone, but one of them does a really cool spin move with the baton. That takes down.
You're right. That's beautiful. I love it.
We'll be practicing that at home.
He gets a promotion for his cool spin move.
I was in color guard in high school. I knew it would pay off someday.
Not the color guard. No.
Okay, I'm gonna say that on the chart it says you can upgrade the ability of an allied character's next check. So he's gonna pass an upgrade to the next person who goes. And I should have used a boost on that attack because I had a boost there. I had 2 boosts that I forgot about using. I always forget about those boosts, even when I write them down. Come on, man. All right, so that is that NPC's turn as they're trying to slam this thing, and they basically bump heads as they're trying to do this, and it just starts smacking it, and it just the batons kind of glance off the metal of the drone, and it just kind of spins the drone a little bit. But does put the drone slides kind of under the feet of one of the other ones who's getting ready to do something to it as well. So we got another NPC that's going to go, and these NPCs out here by the elevators are going to start searching. So I am going to just go ahead and roll. Let's do this. Here, Jimmer, do me a favor. I want you to roll a D8 for me.
Uh-oh.
You can use, if you want to, you can use the roll 20. You can go over there to that bar on the left side and just click on D8. Well, if you want to roll a real one, go ahead. This will determine what direction they search.
Oh, wait.
Come on.
3.
Okay. So they actually turn around. And they look up. And they see the light of the elevator changing. Coming down.
Oh.
So they stop. And they get their SMGs out. And they just kind of cautiously start holding them up towards the elevator.
Really?
That's all they do.
They don't think it's one of their buddies or something?
Well, that's
Hearing
why
gunshots?
that's why they're cautiously looking towards the elevator. Another NPC group is going to go, and they are They actually are just going to run towards where they heard the gunshots. So it will take them, they'll have to use their maneuver and action to kind of get over towards where the door is. And that's all they'll be able to do on this round. Bring us to another PC. Any takers?
3 left.
I'll try to hack something.
Okay. We'll take it over to Cypher in the Matrix,
Yeah.
who currently was accessing some of the security cameras.
Mm-hmm.
Now, did you want to continue on that thread, or did you want to go try something different?
No, I'm gonna keep going down.
Okay. So you are...
I think Cypher has a boost from that I passed forward because I don't think BT needed a roll.
That's true. Yep.
Right.
So coming into here, I'm going to flip this card over. And what is this? Let's see. You run into some kind of IC that is protecting this section of data. Let's see what IC this is, because for some reason when I made the cards, I put the names on them, but the names are not showing up. So I'm going to find out. Oh, this is a tar baby. This gooey looking IC spreads around the host, protecting multiple subsystems. Its program strength is 6. Its effects are, if a character attempts to break this IC and fails, they are unable to access the subsystem the tar pit protects. So anything farther from that, so you won't be able to access the system if you fail. And honestly, the good thing about a tar baby is it's permitted. It can have like 3 subsystems underneath it they can protect all at once, so it can protect multiple systems. So you are going to roll your resonance check.
Against what?
It's 2 purple,
Okay.
and with your uncanceled successes plus residence, you have to have a 7 or higher total successes.
Let's go, Cypher. You got it.
Okay, then I'm going. Which one do I want to use?
Remember, your resonance score counts, so you basically start with 5. So that means you got to have 2 uncanceled successes on your roll to bypass it.
All right, I'm going to do a story point
Okay.
and use infusion, which gives me use the talent to add boost equal to your character's rank in resonance to the result. So I get an extra, how many boosts? 6? 5? Let me check.
Oh gosh.
Extra 5 boosts.
5 boosts. Plus Gear Jammer's boost.
So I have 6 boosts.
Wow. That's amazing.
If this fails, the dice have spoken.
If this fails, the dice have it in for you tonight.
Well, I also have something where I can re-roll once, so.
Oh, she's got something in the back pocket. She's always got something up her sleeve.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
Oh, that is success.
Wow.
Yeah, so you were successful.
The Blues didn't do anything.
The
Yeah,
Blues only had
nothing on the
one,
Blues.
all the boosts.
Wow,
took one
Blue.
advantage. It was all in your
Meow.
proficiency.
Yikes.
All right, so yes, you have bypassed the Tar Baby, but what would you like to do with all those advantages that you've got?
I don't have any strain.
Man, that's what I should have done. Oops.
Just so you guys know, we have another PC slot on deck. So whoever would like to be thinking about that.
Do me and Jack know where / what's going on now?
You heard gunfire in a westernly direction.
And Gear Jammer's passed out, which means we know he's like warged into a robot, right?
You have seen Gear Jammer do this before, yes.
Yeah.
But we're not quite aware of the fact that there's like 50 people out there.
Well, you
I'm
guys
going-
did get video surveillance from Cypher. So
Okay.
you do know
Yeah,
there's
so
a lot of
Jack
people
may
out there.
not know how many, depending on whether or not he was watching along with us. But yeah, you definitely would.
Okay, all right, good to know.
Fine,
actually,
Jack
you
doesn't
would-
know how to use his phone.
And you would have seen where the drone was on the video.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So you would probably. I don't know whether or not Wildfire would recognize the guns, but
So I will
you know.
boost BT, and then I will use
BT to
2...
boost. BT boost.
Yeah,
All right.
quick command. What quick command? Does that mean I could like turn over the next one, like enact a command?
What's
maneuver?
where does it say quick command?
Quick command. On spending advantage and triumph, may perform additional enact command maneuver as an incidental.
Yeah, you could
If
flip this for free and still have a maneuver left.
Cool, I do that.
Okay, so I'm gonna flip this over for you. And this is what do we got here? Let's zoom in on it and see what we got. Deep archived camera footage storage. Possible uses of an act command: delete any time range of footage, download any time range of footage, view any time range of footage. All footage is limited to the previous 5-year rolling period, excluding the previous. So basically the 24-hour footage would be on that other file. This is
That I
like-
already
that already accessed. Yep.
Okay.
So that's what this is.
All right. I don't think I can do anything with my maneuvers. So I think I'm done.
You can enact. I think you can enact command again with the maneuver.
Oh.
So if you wanted to do any of those things within this, you could probably do that on this turn.
Can I try and search for the night? Probably like the full 24 hours of the night the dragon was attacked.
Yes. You can.
That's what I will start to do.
Okay. So basically, you're just kind of like thinking about trying to go back into that moment about a week ago or something. You're kind of like gauging, and you can see that like the tape is kind of like rewinding as you're going.
I'm
through.
scrolling. I'm scrolling.
Scrolling. It might take a little while, but by the next round, you'll be able to see some of that footage. Sure, absolutely.
This is my turn.
Nice. Well done, Cypher. So we've got another PC that can go. Thinking we're down to Wildfire and Jack.
Yeah, I'll wiggle out of the bathroom. See all these guys here.
So you're just so you're just using your maneuver to come out of the bathroom?
Yeah.
Okay. So the door
And now, like, a
opens.
lot of people can see me.
Yes. A lot of people can see you.
One sec. Scrolling. Where is it?
Or comatose.
Okay, I'm gonna use my Wait,
These three
the
guys are
characters
all
at least do.
facing the elevators.
I'm gonna use an out of turn incidental to make all of the enemies within medium range
Okay.
make a hard 3 purple discipline check
Oh no.
What?
as I turn into my evil fire demon guy.
Now, is this a visual effect? They have to be able to see you?
Uh-oh.
Once per session, they may use this talent to force all enemies within medium range to make a hard 3 purple discipline check as an out of turn incidental. If they fail, they must spend moving away from your character. They spend for 5 strain plus 1 additional strain per threat. It doesn't say, but I would assume because it seems like a visual thing.
There's probably heat and noise, right?
Yeah.
Boy, MG's really selling this for you, Jamie. Look at this. He's all in it.
Yeah.
Give him a boost.
I mean, if it doesn't specifically say in the rules, I'll allow it.
Humble and merciful.
Yeah, I copy and pasted from the book, so it doesn't say it.
Yeah. So basically, any enemy within medium range will be all of these guys. So I'm gonna roll these guys as minion groups. So there are 3 different minion groups there.
Okay.
So let me go ahead and do the security guys first here. These minion groups.
3 minion groups out there.
Yeah, there's 3 minion groups all combined into one right here. What check did you say it was?
Discipline.
Oh, really? Great. Discipline is based off of willpower? Is discipline will? You got anybody have discipline?
Yeah, it's discipline's will.
Oh my gosh.
They have like
Okay.
1 willpower.
This is gonna be bad. Alright, so this is for the first group.
And you said it was 3 purple?
Yeah, it's 3 purple, yep.
Oh, against 3 purple?
Yeah.
That's a fail. Wait, why isn't it rolling? There we go. I'll try it
That was
again.
weird, that first one.
That's still a fail. Second minion group, success. Nice.
Oh.
With lots of threat. Last minion group fails with lots of threat.
If they fail, they spend all available maneuvers moving away from me and suffer 5 strain plus 1 for every threat.
Every 5 strain plus 1 for every threat.
Yes.
Strain a threat.
So the last one is going to be 9 points of strain for the last minion group. Okay. So, Gear Jammer. The drone is frantically looking around with its cameras as you're kind of like looking around the room. You see a female guard in the corner basically just kind of start to, her eyes kind of roll back in her head and she kind of shakes and shivers and slams to the ground. Then you're continuing to spin as this guy like knocked the drone a little bit with the club, and you see the two individuals, another female guard and a male guard, in the back two corners of the room start to do the same thing, and they fall over, and basically start like having like seizures in the corner, and then eventually just stop moving. They are gone, so I'll remove them from the board. These two in the hallway, Wildfire, as you're doing this, they do the same thing.
Yeah.
You just gave a bunch of people heart attacks.
Yay!
These other two up here, right here, same thing. They disappear. Well, they don't disappear. They just basically have fearful seizures. Their eyes roll back in their head and they slam onto the ground, shaking for just a moment until they're motionless. You hear their guns and weapons and other things just clatter to the floor as this happens, and you stand there, this glistening, glowing being burning in flame, shooting heat down the hallways. And also, as these three are just kind of pinpointing on the elevators, they feel a blast of heat and they fall forward and slam into some other potted plants that are in the corners by the elevators. One of them kind of smashes his face off the potted plant, cutting himself, bashing some blood over there. And these three are also eliminated.
Yay! Mass destruction. So most of the people I can see are dead.
You know what?
Really
Let me make one more rule. I forgot about these two guys up here that you don't know about yet.
Oh.
You hear some agonizing screams come from a room to your right, and then you hear what sounds like plopping noises.
Wrapped his pants.
Okay.
Oh, I still got to roll for these guys. So let me roll for these guys. You said discipline?
Sorry. Yep.
Okay, these guys actually have a pretty decent discipline. Against 3 purple.
This is one of my big boys, like high tier abilities I got.
Per session. Here's the first
once
one.
per session.
Fails.
Nice.
Fails big time with a threat.
Oh my god.
So they suffer strain.
Yeah, 5 points of strain.
Okay.
The second one is 6 points of strain.
You got it.
Because he got 1 threat.
Okay, you hear some screams come from the other room, but no plops. Here, Jimmer, you would see that the two mages seem to be having some severe issues with what seems to be like a terrible jolting migraine headaches and twitches, but are still standing right there. The rigger is going to go ahead and make his check. Discipline? Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, I am going to use a Game Master point to upgrade his check. And we'll try this and see what happens. Zilch. Nothing. So does that mean that means
It's not a failure, so he's fine, right?
well, I think zilch means it does fail. So it would take 5 strain, right?
Yeah, if it's considered a fail, yeah.
Okay. Takes 5 points of strain. As he also does the same thing, but it looks like this rigger seems like he can take a little bit of straining.
That's fair.
All right.
And that was just an out of turn incidental. on my
Yeah.
turn.
Yeah.
So considering I now see nobody moving,
Yeah. As you're like glowing in the hallway, everyone is laying motionless on the floor.
Uh-huh.
Okay, the devil.
Okay, Satan, thanks for your help.
Can I take the, like, I don't know if it's possible, but can I, like, summon up, like, my fire pistol and take, like, the aim for my next spell if I see people? Or do I have to have a target to take the aim action?
You can aim as a hold and aim kind of action. I would allow that.
Okay.
Because people do that sometimes at the end of their turn to spend it on the next turn, and I'm okay with that. So yeah, you could do that.
Yeah.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll
Watching
do
a
that. I'll
corner
just
and
hold this corner.
Counter-Strike.
Yeah.
Just
hold this corner.
Hold that corner. Okay, you got it. Okay. So let me just double check because I might have to take some of these initiatives off now that most of my security squad down here have been destroyed. So that initiative, actually this next initiative gets deleted off of the order because they no longer exist. There we go.
I didn't even set anything on fire, guys.
This initiative order here gets eliminated because they no longer exist. They got rid of them. And I believe, yep, they're gonna go, they're off. Yep. That'll do it. So I got one mage left and I got the drone. And then the last PC.
I'm sorry, you got the drone?
No, there's a second drone in there.
Oh,
no.
I didn't remember that.
Yeah, there's 2 drones in there. Yeah, this rigger doesn't want to take another hit from that drone, so he's gonna just, seeing the drone's been smashed down, is gonna go ahead and just try to fire at that other drone. So it's gonna be 2 purple base plus another purple because you're prone technically. And it's gonna fire. And that's gonna hit the other drone for 10 base damage.
I'll take it out because I had marked it. It only has soak 3, so that's 8, and it only had 2 left.
Only had 2 left.
That was at 5 wounds currently, and it was at 3 currently.
Oh yeah.
So yeah,
That'll take.
I'm
him
gonna
out.
reset the wounds to 0.
Okay.
Because I'm assuming if it's the same drone, leave you with the same character
perfect.
sheet, so you can track it going forward.
And a triumph. He's going to go ahead and pass. He's going to do the same thing. He's going to pass a upgrade ability with that triumph. The 3 threat is going to cause it to actually just let's see, what creative things can we do with 3 threat? Grants the enemy a significant advantage. I'm gonna say that in firing at that drone and blowing it up, some of the shards from the explosion of that drone actually cause like smoke and stuff to start to pour up into the room, creating a disadvantage for these individuals in the room. So their difficulties are going to be upgraded for anything that they do while they're in the room. So that drone has been eliminated.
I really don't want to ask this, but I'm going to be kind. Anything happened to me as a result of this?
Actually, I think you would take some dump shock. So we got to figure out.
Forced removal.
Forced removal is going to be dump shock. Let's see. I want to double check this. I didn't know if this PDF has specific rules on dump shock. Nope, 0 out of 0. I know
Yeah,
you.
there's not much on either of them on rigging, unfortunately.
Yeah, in the other Shadowrun rules, there it said you took dump shock, but it didn't say how you determine how much dump shock you take. Why don't we do this? I will say that since there was 2 uncanceled successes on that hit, I'm gonna say, and 1 triumph, I'm gonna count that as 3 strain damage on you as you're ejected out of the drone. Does that sound fair?
Works for me.
Okay. And if we have to adjust that later, we can, or if we find a ruling in the meantime, then we'll change it whenever we find that ruling. I'll just go there to keep the game moving for now.
Works for me.
So you guys see Gear Jammer come to consciousness. Well, actually Jack would in the restroom. A little bit of blood kind of trickling out of his nose.
You okay?
Drone gone.
Oh, it sounded like he did some damage.
But he's still alive. And he has another one.
A lot of these guys out here just passed out.
Oh, just
Seeing this glow after coming out of this door, this mage makes his way down and basically looks right towards Wildfire here.
Hi.
And uses its maneuver
blazing gloriously.
as you're blazing gloriously now.
An avatar of flame.
You said they immediately had to do something. They had to move.
Use their maneuvers to move away from me
Okay, so
if they fail.
he did fail, so he would be frightened of you. So it would be like running away from you, basically.
Yes.
And he's gonna go ahead and just throw a spell at you in panic.
Go for it.
He's gone to, because he's freaking out right now. He sees this terrible Satan demon thing on the first floor of Emerging Futures. What's happening here? So he's gonna fire a mana bolt at you.
Okay.
So this is going to be, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give him a setback on top of it for being afraid. Is there anything else that would he would have on this? Like, do you have any defense or anything that would add setback?
I have 1 range defense.
Okay, so 1 more setback. So I got 2 setback and 2 purple dice coming at you. Anything else?
That's it, I think.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and use my last story point to upgrade the spell. I'm gonna bring the heat tonight. Let's see what happens. Whoa! That spell's gonna hit.
No!
Yikes, dog!
And actually, this is weird. It's crazy familiar to you as you start to see it. Almost looks like this spear of blurry air, kind of like whenever you see heat rise from the road. It's like this condensed blur that flies towards you and just impacts you right in the chest as you're glowing out into the room. You are going to take, he has 2 ranks, so that's 5 base damage.
Is this for wounds or for strain?
This is going to be for strain.
Okay.
This does strain damage.
Is this soakable?
It is soakable.
Okay.
Okay, so 5 base, then take your soak. He is going to suffer 2 points of strain himself for the threat. And also, he is going to cash in those 2 triumphs to score a critical hit against you.
Yes, sir!
And because they're 2, that means there's an offset of 10. So you're going to have to type in 10 and that offset, and it automatically adds 10 to your critical injury roll.
Okay. Where is critical? Oh, there it is.
If you click on your critical injuries tab and type in 10 in the offset and then roll critical.
Oh, well, that's not
That's not bad. You just knocked off balance.
Yeah, I'm just like, whoa.
That's right. So,
I absorbed the damage, by the way. My soak is 6.
oh, you
What?
absorbed all of it?
Yeah.
Nice. But you do suffer 1 setback die due on your next check. So your
Yep.
next roll, you have 1 setback on it. And that ends that mage's turn, bringing us to the last PC.
All right. Michael, there's a guy passed out in the bathroom with us, right? A guard.
Yep, with a soaking wet head.
Yep. How
Yeah.
passed out is he? Like, do we have a sense that like we've got some time, or do we need to deal with it? Like, what's the vibe that I'm picking up?
You're not really sure.
I choked him to death. Well, not to death, but I
check.
choked him unconscious with smoke.
Throttled him pretty good.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna assume that we have some time,
People
so I'm
get
gonna
choked
cast.
out, could wake up in 10-15 seconds.
That's fair. That's fair.
It's hard to say.
Hard to say.
Sea fights, man.
I'm gonna assume that we have some time, so I'm gonna cast a spell. I'm gonna use my prepared spell, which means once per session, I don't have to take the 2 strain from casting a spell.
Okay, yeah.
So cast a strain, and I'm gonna try to do a barrier with empowered and additional targets. This is gonna be 4 things.
Okay.
4 difficulty for me.
4 purple. Okay.
Yep. Windows Trace Quattro. I don't have any boosts. I don't have anything special going on. So we'll do the barrier.
You succeed.
A success. Oh, and 2 advantage. So with 2 advantage, okay, I can. Basically, this gives a barrier to Wildfire, Gearjammer, and me. We each have a barrier that will. And let's see, it's because it's empowered, it's the number of uncanceled successes. 1, 2, 3.
So to be just
Sorry?
one uncanceled success is what you rolled, right?
Or it's empowered. It's the barrier reduces damage equal to the number of uncanceled successes. Yeah. Cool. So in that case, I think we basically, if we take any damage, we remove 1.
Oh.
I think.
bad.
Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
you guys
yeah,
got kind of
yeah.
like this almost invisible magic shield that's kind of surrounding you.
Yeah.
And any incoming damage will be reduced by 1.
It's adding a soak. That's not bad.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bad at all.
Awesome.
So and
Thank you.
And all 3 of you guys have that?
All 3.
until the end of my next turn. Until the end of my next turn.
Gotcha.
Hmm.
Then
Just take
end
your
turn.
last turn. This is easy.
Yeah.
All right. Is that the end of your turn? You staying put?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Staying here.
Staying in the bathroom.
Mhm.
You guys are gonna just send Wildfire out there, and you guys are just gonna hang out in the bathroom the whole time.
You just walk around and
It's
That's
going
it.
fine.
Your jammer is planning on running out there as soon as he gets a chance to, now that he's awake. He's just a little busy being beaten to death as a drone.
Awesome. We are at the beginning of round 2, which brings us to an NPC go. I'm gonna say, for the instance that we've got here, that mage that's out there with Wildfire is gonna go first.
That's fair.
So he's gonna go ahead and he's going to try to hurt Wildfire. So he's actually gonna do the same exact thing. And I keep on forgetting to spend these. So he's going to spend his upgrade that he got passed on to himself. And he should have had a boost on that last turn too. So I'm going to spend my boost. I got a
I
free
now look
upgrade.
like myself, by the
boost.
way.
You now look like yourself? Okay.
Yeah.
So it's still 2 black, 2 purple. So he's going to go ahead and fire. He's just going to do that same spell. He's going to fire another mana bolt towards you. He wants to try to strain you as much as he can.
All good.
Because he sees that you have some kind of ability there that... Here it comes. That's another hit. That's
Hell,
that's going to be 6 base damage.
I soak it.
You soak it all.
Yeah.
Dang. You can just take it. You just... It seems to just... You brush it off. This arcane mage just isn't your caliber, Wildfire.
Yeah. Just, you're so below me.
He's gonna use his maneuver to take cover. And he goes around the corner. That ends his turn, bringing us to the next PC.
You chasing Wildfire, or you want me to go?
I can chase him, sure.
It's up to you. I don't want to, if you're in the middle of it.
How far in a maneuver can I move?
It's one range band, so you could get across the room in one maneuver.
Okay, so I could like get over to see him.
Yeah, you could get over to see him. You see him, he's kind of like squatting, he's like looking around the corner.
I'll go ahead and take my shot now. It's just basically a firebolt. But
okay, you are engaged with him, so it's going to be a little bit more difficult. You're going to have to add an extra purple to your attack.
That's cool.
Okay.
I'll use my wand that I always forget. But
okay. So you're holding the gnarled wand towards him, and it starts to engulf in flame as you fire the firebolt towards him.
So it's one purple because I'm close, and then another purple.
Yes.
Oh, plus my critical thing would be a third purple.
No, that would be a black added to it.
Oh, that would be a black?
Yep.
Okay.
And he
then
does have 2 range defense, so you're gonna have to add 2 more black.
Okay. I remove a purple for using my wand.
And this guy also has adversary 1, which means you have to upgrade the difficulty by 1.
Okay. And then just make sure I don't have any crazy skills or abilities really fast. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna take this shot, I guess.
All right, you got it, man. Go for it.
Fire. Okay. Where are my spells?
Your spells.
Attack.
Attack spell.
Oh my god.
What a mix!
This was a wild ride.
Whoa. So it hits.
Where are my purples? Oh, it just upgraded the purple.
Yeah, it upgraded
Okay.
to the purple. Yeah, to the
Okay.
red. And the red rolled a despair. I think. Yep. So you do succeed in hitting. How much damage you do? It's I think it's your primal.
Okay.
Or is
Plus
it
the wand, plus the...
My primal is rank 5. So it would be 5, right?
Is it now, MG? Was it your ranks in knowledge of your primal, or was it your primal?
I think it's your rank and primal, plus any bonuses from a focus, plus,
Plus
uncancelled successes.
Yep.
I'm double
So
checking.
it's 5 plus 2 from the wand, plus 3 uncancelled successes. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh, wow.
Plus the burn quality, because I have Elementalist Fire.
Nice.
So it automatically adds burn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna let you know that you fry this guy. So as your firebolt hits him, he kind of, his armor and his black clothing just ignite into flame from your gnarled wand as it sits there and smokes from the tip, and you hear him scream and cry out in pain as he jumps behind what looks to be the main entryway desk over here and kind of rolls over the desk onto the other side, and you hear just like the slamming of computers and stuff onto the backside of the desk. You did roll a triumph, and you did roll a despair.
I don't even remember what triumphs do because I barely ever roll them.
You can crit. Well,
You can crit, but
He's dead.
He's dead.
make something
You
nice
can
happen.
upgrade. You can make something harder for a specific targeted character. You can make upgrade the ability of an allied. Next check.
I'll upgrade Gear Jammer.
Gear Jammer gets an upgrade.
Okay.
Ooh, passing on a significant advantage as you seem to take out this mage in the front. I'm gonna cash in my despair. You look down at your gnarled wand, and it has a crack running down through the center of
Oh
it.
no! Not the wand. The first time I actively used it in a fight. I'll also use those advantages to just cancel out my strain.
All right, you got it.
So does that mean the wand doesn't work anymore? Is that what that means?
The wand is broken.
Okay.
I think you can theoretically. I think you could fix it, or just enchant something new. Like you can enchant things.
Okay.
So. All right, I think that ends your turn. Bring us to an NPC round. I want to double check and make sure who 2-1 was, because they might be dead. Actually, I'm going to skip over them for now. Because they wouldn't actively... well, no, they're still technically here, but they just haven't really acted. So I'm going to go ahead and cash in the... The drone begins to move. Maneuvers out of the room. And also moves in the same direction. Ah! And I can't, it won't let me spin it around for some reason because that little symbol's in the way. But it is looking right towards Wildfire. It's going to use its action to open fire.
Love you guys. This is it.
You've got a barrier. You've got a barrier.
You got a barrier. You have
Hold on a second.
2 setback. Right?
I have a lot of wounds. Two setback?
2 range defense. Right?
I have 1 range defense.
1 range defense. Got it. Oh, I'm going to add a setback to this because it's just coming out of the smoke and all that damage from that room. So it's going to have a second setback on this. Actually, you know what? That'll upgrade. That was an upgrade for the... Because that was a... That's going to be an upgrade instead. That's going to be upgraded to the difficulty. So that'll be good for you. 2 purple.
I actually have a lot of wound threshold, so should be okay.
You're big like me.
Yeah.
You live.
All right, you ready? Here it comes.
Go on.
Succeeds. That's 9 base damage.
Mm-hmm.
You soak like 7 of it, right?
Soakable.
But I soak 7 of it. Okay, I take 2 wounds, correct?
You soaked how many of it? 7?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you take 2 wounds.
Okay.
As you get singed by a few of those bullets. You feel this barrier slowing the bullets down as they get close to you, and it kind of actually helps you to like dodge an actual couple of the bullets. Matrix style.
Thanks, Jack.
Oh, be careful.
Getting fired by the drone. That brings us to a PC.
How's my elevator ride going?
As soon as you tell me you want to go, the elevator's going to be at the bottom.
Ding. Playing like the girl from Ipanema in there. Like...
unless Gearjammer is itching to go. I'd love to be out of the elevator.
Realistically, Gearjammer's going for the rigger.
The elevator door
And place is not in a rush because I'm downloading stuff. You guys have at it. I'm not going anytime soon.
BT, let me move. Let me move you to the other map. I'm gonna move you to the other map so you can see where your character is. Do you have visual and BT outside the elevators there?
Is this me here?
Yes, that's you. You just came out of the elevators to see that a drone is opening fire on Wildfire to your left.
With like 12 unconscious bodies.
yeah, like unconscious security everywhere.
This is Wildfire?
Yeah, that's Wildfire. Yep.
And where is the drone?
Right here. You should be able to see it right here.
There's a triangle there. Is that the drone?
That's the drone. Yep.
Oh, okay.
It's a triangle-shaped drone. Unfortunately, I couldn't find a better token for it. I apologize.
So I don't immediately see who's controlling this drone, no?
You don't, but you know it's trying to destroy Wildfire right now. Because
Sure.
it is literally going right towards Wildfire.
I have a question about in the handbook here. When the price of something has a V behind it, what does that mean?
Good question.
It's like 50V. Is that 50
Or
credits?
is that a Y? Is it more like a Y?
I don't know. It's very small in the
Yeah,
brightness.
it's
on my
probably a
screen.
Y.
It's extremely low.
That's 50 Nuyen. That's kind of like dollars.
So like 50 credits for
Basically,
purposes
yeah.
of
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Then what I would like to do, I don't know. Is this something that's going to cost me an action? Because I do just want to like, bing, doors open, left, right, take stock of what's going on. Just like hits the like the emergency stop button on the elevator.
Okay.
Poke. I will use my maneuver to step out of the elevator and stand between Wildfire and the drone.
Okay.
And then I would like to invoke my deep pockets. Once per session, your character may use this talent to produce a small but narratively useful item from their pockets, backpack, or similar receptacle. It must be less than 100 credits.
Okay.
The item in question, I looked up ahead of time, costs 85 credits.
Okay.
BT rolls up the sleeve on one of his arms to reveal a series of panels in the forearm. One of them is labeled emergency snacks, and one of them is one of them is labeled party compartment. And he flips that one open and produces a high explosive grenade.
Wow.
Very nice.
Let's go. Party mode.
Very good. Very good. So does this thing just fire the grenade out of your arm, basically, towards the drone?
I just casually take it out and I say, "Hey, Wildfire, what's this?" The drone.
Okay. You got-
Like T-Pain mode. Like
yeah.
It's party mode.
It's
BT,
party
I
mode.
love
It's
him.
party mode, bitch.
Party mode activate. I'm gonna remember this.
so
I'm gonna
title.
remember this whenever she wants her to go party mode.
Party mode.
I love you, you glorious metal man, and I'll kiss him on the back of his metal head.
Party mode. That's so good. So basically with I believe ranged, I think their ranged light is the skill that you need to use to throw a grenade.
They are ranged light, yes.
So you're gonna throw a grenade, and I think that the base of this is just like a ranged attack, and you are within short range, so that would be 1 purple die.
Purple die. Cypher gave me something earlier.
Yeah, you got a boost, so a blue
A blue. Okay.
dice. Yeah.
All right, that's my dice pool. Okay. I don't think my story points are syncing. Let me redo that.
Party mode
Didn't roll.
enabled.
All right.
Voice change with party mode.
I know.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
The auto-tune's killing me. I love it.
Light melee. No, light ranged. There it is.
Yeah, it should be light ranged.
Oh,
Oh,
party
my.
mode.
Oh, heavens. Yeah.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. So, how much base damage does that grenade do? Does it say on your...
The base damage for the high explosive grenade is... Did I say high explosive or fragmentation? I think I said high explosive. The base damage is blast 5, concussive 1.
does it have... Those are the...
Oh, I see. I'm sorry. Base damage is 6.
6. So that's 10.
Crit damage is 4.
Okay. So 10, its soak is 3. Yeah, you blow this thing up. What you can do with those 2 advantages is... What you would be able to do is you could activate the blast quality of the grenade with 2 advantages, which means everything engaged with that drone would also take the base damage of the grenade. But there are walls in the way of the individuals that are engaged right now. Gearjammer is safely still in the restroom. So he has wall stopping this explode. I mean, he's going to feel it. But it's not going to do any damage to him. And the other individual is still in the room. That is, it's technically still in that next room, so it wouldn't take the blast from it. So you could use those 2 advantages to pass a boost on to somebody else, or reduce your strain. You could reduce 2 points up to 2 points of strain.
I'd like to think that from the other side of the wall, Gearjammer hears the sound of a high explosive grenade go off, and it's sort of like the end of the Grinch, where he hears this sound and his heart grows 3 sizes.
It's so much better because of your voice.
The auto-tune Sniper's gonna try and activate this at least once a session now.
That's it. Yeah, we gotta find BT's party mode every game.
I will pass a boost on to Gearjammer.
All right, Gearjammer, you receive a boost, and you also have a triumph. So technically, you could pass an upgrade to someone else with a triumph if you'd like to do that. Maybe Wildfire is inspired by this new party mode that he sees, perhaps?
I don't know what else I would do with it, so sure.
Wildfire, you have an upgrade to your next skill check, or ability check, or attack check. Whatever you do, you have an upgrade to it.
I am amazed by this show of power.
Turn around and I say, I love you too, bitch. I'm sorry that I keep calling you bitch. It's part of party mode. I can't turn it off.
It's okay, I understand.
BT, this is the best day ever. Oh my god.
So that drone is destroyed and in pieces on the floor. Oh, man. The other mage comes out of the room. I don't know why you would want to at this point, but it's going to, and run where all the commotion is coming from, because that's what people do, and sees this party mode going on down here, and is going to try to cast a spell towards BT with its action. Actually, since both of you are close to one another, well, yeah,
I'm gonna sort of like shield him as best I can. Was my intention of standing there? I don't know if that matters.
And I'm like,
well, it's kind of like
hide him.
It's kind of like the same rule with the grenade. If he rolls enough advantage, he can activate blast, and it'll just kind of happen. But
yeah.
He's going to do an advanced Powerball spell, which will not only do impact as a quality, but it will be a little bit more difficult for him to cast, but will actually add the blast quality as well. Mm-hmm. So he's going to go ahead and try to fire up this massive blue energied ball and toss it down towards you guys, aiming for BT, but hoping to get a little piece of Wildfire in the midst. So base is 1 purple. Each quality adds an additional purple. BT, what's your defense rating for ranged?
2.
2. The 2 setback to that individual. I don't think I have any GM points. I think I'm empty right now. I am. Oh, that's a shame. Here it comes.
What?
So
that's unlucky.
So the spell misses BT, but it blows up behind Wildfire. I'm gonna activate the blast quality with the 2 advantages.
Mm-hmm.
So as it blasts, you are going to take... It'd be 3 damage.
Soakable?
Soakable.
No damage.
No damage.
Oh,
So you just...
both of us?
You feel this resonating, like, rumbling from behind you, but the Arcana doesn't break through your defenses. Doesn't do anything to you. You see the kind of panicked look in the mage's face as he realized that he missed and has done nothing with all this power that he tried to push through on this spell. And that
Party
ends-
foul, my guy. Party foul.
Party fail.
PT,
Wow.
PT said, "My guy." So good. I love party mode.
Awesome. And the last NPC that's going to go is going to be the Rigger. And the Rigger will... I guess he's just going to come out to see what all this... Actually, you know what he's going to do? He actually is going to run across the hallway into this room and kind of vanish into this door. And that will end his turn, bring us to another PC.
Are we still getting the feed from Cypher on the cameras?
The way that ruling was supposed to work was she was only supposed to get access to one camera. For that, she would have to continue to keep enacting command and using maneuvers to like switch cameras and show you guys what was on everything. So I would assume that she kept the camera in that main room where they were all at. So technically, you only have visual of what was in room 4, that small room where all those drones and guys were. She would have to she would have to switch it to see what was going on.
So with that visual though, would I be able to get a direction of as he ran out the room, which way he turned, or if he went straight?
He went straight across the hall and into a door. That's all you would really know, probably. You would know from the video that you got before. I mean, it came by pretty quick, but you're not sure there's any other exit to that room other than that door.
If your driver knows you went in there, if people don't mind, I'm going after him.
Go for it, man. I'll be right behind you.
I'm going to run past the mage.
Okay, sure. You just bump him out of the way and just keep running down. That's
Shoulder
it,
check,
yeah.
run right through him.
Okay, the door is just kind of coming to a close as you approach it.
Just going to tap it open. Remembering BT, taking the grenade that was in my hand, tossing it into the room after the Rigger.
Okay. You can see him in there now, can't you?
Let me take a look. Let me close my screen.
I'm hoping
Yep, now
that
I can see him.
Yep. As you come in, it looks like he's frantically going to a computer system. And he's starting to type some things in.
Oh crap, and I just threw a grenade at him. Oh well.
Yeah, and if you're throwing a grenade, you threw it.
Yeah,
All right.
that's
All right.
that
Yeah.
was Gearjammer's plan.
Okay.
Your jammer saw grenades and was like, "I want to throw a grenade."
Yeah, literally.
Everybody's all about the grenades tonight.
So I think it ended up I had 1 boost and 1 upgrade.
Sounds about right. Yep, sounds about right.
Okay, and does he have any range defense?
Let's see. Oh, he does have Adversary 1, which upgrades his difficulty once.
Okay.
Which I forgot to do that last time, so I'm making sure I don't do that. And he does have 1 range defense, which adds 1 setback to your roll. 1 black square.
Okay, so it's 1 black, 1 upgrade, and no purple.
Well, it would be 1 purple.
1 purple. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, thank you, Thunder X16 with rating
Hey,
us.
welcome,
hey,
Thunder.
Thank you,
Oh,
Thunder.
yeah.
We appreciate
Hey, thanks,
that.
Greg.
Thanks, Greg.
And we are going to chuck a fragmentation grenade at him. Hope this rolls properly.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow.
Oh, there's No advantage, but
No advantage, but that's a lot of damage.
12 vicious, yeah.
Let's go.
He cannot soak all of that, and he was looking hurt as it is. So you whip that grenade in there, and you just hear this massive explosion upon impact. You guys all can feel the shake and the rumble, much like that last grenade that just went off. All of a sudden, it's like, then like 3 seconds later, another one. Here's the problem, though. Cypher.
No.
You wake up in the vehicle outside. As you've been kind of dumped out of the main secure computer hub, as the whole network kind of shuts down. And Cypher, you are going to suffer 5 points of strain damage
Ooh.
as you are forcefully ejected from the computer systems.
I have a migraine.
Yes, you do.
That's basically half my strain. All right, cool.
And that ends Gearjammer's turn, as this guy is laying in a very grotesque-looking pile of shrapnel in that room. Next PC can go.
Well, that was I had intended to go next. I don't know what I can do. I think I'm out of this fight. I don't think if the computer's down, there's nothing Cypher can do.
Whip around the car to the front door.
So yeah, you all just hear over comms Cypher cursing in Japanese. And you probably only heard her do this once, but yeah, she's just screaming, and you know that she is no longer in the Matrix.
Yikes.
So I will jump into the front seat, I guess.
Okay.
Damn
Jumping
it.
in the front seat.
Yikes.
Baka, baka, baka! Mina no baka! Yeah, I put her into gear.
Put it in the gear.
Yeah.
All right. You got it.
So I say, well, if you guys want an export, let's go. There's nothing else for me to get here now. I don't know. That's my turn. I don't have anything to do.
Okay. The other NPCs that were on the turn order are not currently on this floor, so another PC can go. Who's the last PC? Who we got left?
I think it's
Probably
Jack.
me.
Yeah.
Jack?
Yeah.
yeah, Jack.
All right. I'm gonna step out of the bathroom, and okay, there's a mage there.
Yeah. He looks like he's really frustrated and started to panic.
Yeah, I'm
And there
gonna.
seems to be some kind of disco party going on a little bit ways from him. You're not really sure what's...
There's for sure dubstep coming out of your ear right now. 100%.
I'm dancing. I'm like, hey.
This is music all the kids are listening to. Yeah. I guess I'm just gonna
We
hurl
just
a.
glow sticks now and go.
That's it. Glow
Yeah.
sticks.
Want me to sing you the song of my people while my wizard friend shoots you in the back?
Yay!
Wow. I'm gonna conjure up my own kind of mana bolt, and I'm gonna apply deadly to it. So this is gonna be 2 purples for me,
Oh boy.
and
He
I'm
does
gonna
have
just-
he does have a little bit of, I believe he has some defense. Let me double check.
defense. Okay.
He's adversary 1, so upgrade your attack
Oh boy,
difficulty,
this one. Let's see if this even hits.
and 2 range defense, so 2 setback.
Okay, 2. Wow, this may be a little tricky.
You do have story points.
Can I aim? Can I aim? I am gonna use a story point.
Well, you use your maneuver to move out, so you could aim if you spend 2 strain.
Okay, I will.
Okay.
That's gonna be, and then I have to use a story point,
Ooh,
which is gonna be.
Jack's almost halfway on his strain too. Look at that. You
Magic's tough.
Yeah.
Magic's tough.
Gear Jammer looks about half on his strain too.
I'm over half.
Over half.
See
That
how this
dump
thing works.
knocked the hell out of him.
Yeah.
Watch this not even hit. See how it goes. Where's magic attack? Okay.
Oh, look at that.
Okay. So that would do. That's my knowledge. My Arcana's 5.
Yeah.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It would do 10, and I think that's because the magic. I don't think anything did from the vicious, from the deadly. Yep. So it'd be 10 soakable. 10 soakable.
It is 10 soakable.
Yeah.
So you said it's just a mana bolt.
Yeah, just like kind of a mana bolt, just rippling energy.
Rippling energy. It hits him directly in the back as he's starting to panic, and you see him just like jolt towards the dubstep sounds forward, and he just slams onto the ground and rolls between some of the other unconscious security and just lays there unconscious on the ground. I am going to say that threat's going to cost you an additional point of strain after you cast that spell.
All right.
So you're straining yourself.
Sweating. Yeah.
Definitely straining yourself there as you cast those spells. But that will end Jack's turn, bringing us to the top of the order, which is now a PC because the NPC that did have the top of the order is no longer with us. So this guy is done. And I'm going to say, what I'm going to do is, there's not an immediate threat. The main lights actually kick off and the emergency lights kick in. And to your displeasure, Wildfire, the sprinkler systems turn on. And start spreading water throughout the rooms due to all the heat and explosions that have been occurring here on the first floor.
Do they seem to have like spirit protection as well for this type of thing? Like water spirits summoned?
Make a primal check for me. With 2 purple dice difficulty.
Okay. Primal, where are you? That's just in the magic skills, right?
Yeah, it should be. Yeah, it should be one of your main magic.
Okay.
It should be that main magic one that you use to cast spells. Okay, wow, look at that. Totally clear of spirit energy. You just feel it's just plain high quality H2O.
I can deal with it as long as no spirit. I haven't summoned any spirits, so they can't be mad at me about it. It's fine.
Gear Jammer, it seems that these things are pouring into the electronics of the open computer systems and things that are in this room that you're looking into as well.
I am going to start grabbing everything that I can get my hands on.
Okay.
I got some pretty damn big arms, so I am just shoveling whatever I can carry.
Is there anything in particular like you'd be searching for? Like, is there any targets?
First thing I would be looking is for basically the entire remnants. Was this a desktop this guy ran to, or is this like a huge computer bank?
Imagine like when you go to a place that has these several like almost like floor to ceiling like hard drive
server
units,
rack,
like a server rack. Like that's what this room was. It was like several server racks. It seemed like they were running their whole entire network pretty much from this room.
Okay, I'm looking for every hard drive I can get my hands on then.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and make do you have an investigation skill? Is investigation a skill? I can't remember if investigation is a skill in this game or not, or if it's just perception.
Don't think so.
It might be based off of your perceptions.
I've got computers. Mechanics isn't going to help me there.
Astrocartography.
The perception, the vigilance. I don't think that would help.
Let's do this. Let's make go ahead and make a computers check because it's based off your intelligence. to see if like you're going through and you can pinpoint exactly what you would need to get this information, like based off of your knowledge of computers and your intelligence. Okay.
Like knowing what the hard drive is.
Knowing where it is and where these things are located and if they sustained any damage or not. Things of that nature.
And story point gives me an upgrade, right?
It does, yes.
Yes, I'm gonna flip a story point.
Yep, and it's going to be average 2 purple is your difficulty.
Okay.
Can I try to either one of these options would work. Could I either like animate some like a thin metal sheet like potentially on a door or even the server racks themselves to try to build a umbrella of sorts or potentially even conjure an umbrella?
Yes.
Oh, slag.
You roll your conjure check
Okay.
based on what it is that you want to do.
That's a single advantage.
Jack, I will say where you are currently positioned, you do hear what sounds like somebody complaining about getting wet down the hallway.
Down the hallway, like north or south or
Northeast direction. Kind of like
Okay,
where the ladder or where the stairs that you guys came down.
yeah.
You remember there was a room up there where there was some guys hanging out in.
Gotcha. I'm probably gonna go try to like head that way to deal with this situation.
Okay.
Ooh.
Sure.
In fact, can I just toss this out there? Machine guns. Explosions. Man, it's raining in here. What the hell? How much did you drink?
I'll just conjure up an umbrella. Because it's easier and I can do that with the conjure ability. It's just an easy check.
Okay, so 1 purple die difficulty?
Yep.
All right. And oh man, Gear Jammer, you only got 1 advantage on that roll.
Yeah. Apparently, I don't know what I'm supposed to be grabbing.
You're just grabbing for anything, man. You're just like looking through, you're just pulling stuff out.
Can I rip the rack that he went to out of the wall? The entire rack?
The rack that he went to is severely damaged, like, because you threw the grenade right at him.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
So
Can I see any rack that's not damaged and just rip the whole thing out of the wall?
It's like it's like as tall as you are. Just
And?
massive metal rack. You can go ahead and try to make a, I would say, based off of your strength, if you want to try to rip it out of the wall.
Wheeling it.
Wildfire does successfully conjure some kind of metal umbrella.
So
Yeah, I was thinking. Well, I was
Does
thinking
it look
something
like Does it look like Mary Poppins or like what are you sporting here?
I was thinking since I just straight conjured it, it probably wouldn't be metal. It would probably be something along the lines of like my fire abilities. So I was thinking potentially like, just really strong like heat waves forming an umbrella that I'm
Nice.
holding.
Yeah,
so like when
perfect.
the rain hits it, it just sizzles off.
Sizzles off. Yeah, that's cool. Basically, it just goes and turns into steam. So now you got this like little steam cloud like forming above you.
Michael,
And I'll hold it
brawl?
over Gear.
Brawl's the closest thing I can see to strength.
Yeah, user brawl check. Go ahead for it. I'm gonna call this. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be 3 purple. It's pretty heavy.
Okay.
Like athletics?
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna flip
Yeah.
to
Do
the
you have
story point.
do you have
Okay.
athletics? Do you have athletics?
Oh, does
Yeah, there is an athletics skill. But if not, then it'll just be based off of your.
I do have athletics? Yes.
Okay, yeah, you can use that one instead.
Okay.
I'm holding the umbrella over Gear Jammer to try to stop the water from hitting the servers now.
Okay, so I would say BT and Wildfire are probably in this room with Gear Jammer as he's doing this.
Okay.
Jack went the other way.
That's actually 2 successes.
2 successes. You pull part. I would say you probably pull part of the rack out, as it's significantly. I mean, you probably can pull like different pieces of it. So you take one part and you kind of like yank this big part of the server board out, and Wildfire's there holding this heat umbrella above you. You guys do hear voices coming from the southwestern direction. But
You go.
Yes.
Cypher,
time-
Cypher, what are you doing?
Trying to pick up my party.
Okay, so are you going to drive around front?
Is that where they entered?
No, we entered from the back.
You guys
but
entered
You
from
entered
probably-
from the 4th floor.
Yeah, you entered from the 4th
Right.
floor and then you worked their way down.
So
So they're on the first floor right now.
Yeah, you would know they were on the 1st floor.
Are you guys
can-
heading to the front or the back?
are we closer to front?
We're
think close
in
to the
between both, actually.
Okay. What?
You
Well,
guys,
anyways,
you guys would remember the back door was enclosed in a construction site. So in order for her to get through successfully towards the back door, she would have to bust through that metal fence with the van.
Oh my god. Oh.
Yeah, just go to the front door.
I go to the front door.
Okay, so you head towards the front door, driving the. I think you guys took the van, I believe, or the.
The Aries, yeah.
Yeah, you guys took the van. And drive around front. Gear Jammer, Wildfire BT, you guys are talking about getting ready to get out of there. Jack, this door back here begins to open. I'm going to shift ping you right back here in the corner.
Ooh, can I like duck around the corner as I see it start to?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
It's still basically pouring down water from the sprinkler systems as you guys are now just drenched. You guys would have been drenched before the umbrella
Yeah.
probably was conjured.
Yeah.
It's more to try to stop severe water damage on the servers that we're trying to take.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure they got a little bit of water damage, but it's better than being consistently drenched.
And Jack, as you get closer to the bathrooms, you can hear in the bathroom door. You can hear.
Oh, I gotta find everyone else. I'm gonna go find them and warn them that like this place is getting live. We gotta get out of here.
Okay.
Oh, I see Gear Jammer, I think.
Yeah, you catch Gear Jammer coming out of a room down there at the
I
bottom.
come up looking real worried, like, lots of people.
And you guys would know. You guys would know where the front doors are. They'd be to basically the immediate south because that's where you guys came in when you came in for that interview with that woman. So they'd basically just be straight down there at the front of the building. Okay. So you guys head for the front doors.
Yeah.
All right.
Your Jammer's gonna look at Jack. Where are they coming from?
East. Right. 3 o'clock.
Point. As I'm running with this thing, gonna huddle for a second, go back into the pocket,
Oh no!
pull out another grenade, run, and just roll it down the hallway.
Roll
towards
down
where
the
the
hall?
voices are coming from.
Okay.
And then turn and take off.
Okay. You guys turn and take
This-
off.
And this one is an incendiary grenade. It's not a frag.
Okay. What does it do?
It's basically a massive fireball.
Oh, nice. Okay. So you roll it down the hall. You see Jack and Wildfire notice, and BT all notice what you're doing, and they start to like. BT's all of a sudden he gets these two bright, wide eyes on his mask as you do this on his helmet, and then you guys start to head for the door. Jack kind of hustling. This is the first time you saw Jack lead the way. Like he's like poof, bolted, and then. The camera kind of pans in as you guys are exiting the front doors of this facility. The camera
Well,
pans
as we go through that lobby,
in.
just as we're running,
Yeah.
could I stop and do a quick look over on the mage that I shot through the chest to see if he has anything neat on his body as I'm going by?
Yeah, you could. Sure. He has. Well,
Just
this-
threw an explosive device behind us. But sure, take that.
I'm
another-
immune to fire damage, so
Would you know incendiary grenade?
well, no, but we're around the corner. Not the first mage. I'm talking about the one by the front service desk thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
This was the one you hit with a firebolt, so he's pretty
Yeah.
torched. He does have a ring upon his finger
I'll take that ring.
that looks like it has like kind of like this strange like shield looking shape on the top of it. He has 100 nuyen in his pocket. And he does have, it has some burn marks and some holes in it, but he does have an armored trench coat, which is the equivalent of +1 soak, +1 defense.
I'll take all that stuff.
Okay? So you rip this trench coat off of him.
And his Nikes.
Yeah, take his shoes.
Perfect. and then I'm running to the car.
Okay, you guys run out. As you run, the camera pans to the men's room, and you guys see this individual walking out of the men's room, kind of holding his head,
no.
soaking wet. He's like, and he hears something, and you hear. But he looks down. Huh? And then you guys just see this massive red glow come from inside behind you. As you guys jolt out towards the van, you see Cypher ripping towards the front, pulling in. The door is open, ready for you guys to jump in. And you guys leap into the side. And you can see her hair's a little frazzled. She doesn't look like herself. She's a little frazzled. And you guys jump into the van. The door begins to close, and she rips
And I come running out late with a
yeah, late with a jacket flying out.
Grab him, pull him into the side of the van.
And you guys are in the van and ripping down
What?
the interstate. You guys have escaped, made your way out from Emerging Futures.
I did not set it on fire this time. Just throwing it out there.
No, Gearjammer did.
Yep, that was not me.
BT started it.
And you
Actually,
ended it.
I don't know if BT started. Maybe you started. You went out the bathroom, then explosions.
I just merely caused everyone to pass out. That's it.
The North caused explosion. It went through hall.
That was BT. That was BT. BT threw a grenade.
So, explosion's good. I use a grenade.
Yeah. Yep.
And we got computer.
Oh wow, look at that.
Wires hanging out everywhere.
It's also dripping wet, probably.
Probably a little wet, yeah.
Your deer's just going to sort of reach towards Wildfire a little bit. Is he warm?
Yeah, I'm always.
He's always right.
It's always warm.
I always have that heat.
Going
coming
to
off
take
my
the
body.
computer and set it on top of Wildfire.
Just a little bit heavy. It's a little bit heavy. Oh, my legs! I can't feel my legs anymore.
I have the steering wheel. There we go.
Oh no.
Yes, look at
There
that.
we go. I'm angrily.
So good.
My leg.
Your jammer is now laying in the back of the car.
Yeah. Because barrier on myself.
There you go. So you guys have some time here as you're driving back, and you guys can decide where you're driving to, if you guys want to go back to the garage or if you guys want to go somewhere else. Story is yours. Where would you guys like to take it?
Where do we have someone to deal with computer?
I need
Well,
you
we
good.
need to get it into a power source if I'm going to try and figure out what's on it. I was so close! I was so close! Oh, wait, eyes on the road, sorry.
I just buckle my seatbelt.
I hold on to that
Damn
side
right
thing
you
on the
Wait,
door.
I can't because I have a server on top of me. Ah!
What does this Shadowrun team do? They go into places and take the whole freaking server. That's what they do.
Mhm.
Who needs a laptop or a thumb drive? We take the whole network.
If only we had another big, massive runner who could have helped me pull this out.
Gearjammer, as you think of that, there is one place where you know that you would have access to be able to hook this up easily.
Oh no. Oh no.
Chrome's hideout.
Oh no.
I'm already grumpy. I don't want to go back there.
Are we good with Chrome, or did we burn that bridge?
I don't think we burned it. We gave him what he looked for.
Yeah.
Not all of it, but we
We kept most
gave
of
them.
it.
He doesn't know that yet,
But
right?
he doesn't know that, right?
Yeah.
We haven't been hanging around his place, but you know,
Oh, but it's only been a little while, right?
yeah.
Ain't not happened. Only been short time.
Hmm.
He did give us location. Told us we could use it.
Mhm.
That's true. That's true. But do we want him to have access to the information that we're finding?
Where else
I
are we
don't
going
trust
to?
him.
Nor do I. But where else do we go?
What kind of connection? What kind of connections? Is it just your normal wall outlet? Because like we have those at our apartment.
Yeah, we could do it at our apartment.
Right
I
there
have a
first,
setup
and then
there.
You know online more than me. What is chance that they can track it when we plug it in?
Oh, well, I do have my own network. They would have to hack me to find me.
Ah,
Can't
but
you
if
just
it's
turn on
plugged
one of
into
those,
one
like,
of us,
VPN, VRN, VW.
VPN was right.
Oh, okay.
oh, VW is right. Sturdy, like tank. Metal, not like fiberglass. Like
Mm.
We could plug it into the car.
No, that won't work. I need a screen. I need displays. Unless I actually like go into the matrix and when we turn it on.
thing about Chrome is that if there's any scrutiny, he can either deal with it or maybe they'll go fight him.
no, that is
Yeah,
my
Chrome
thought. If we
might-
plug it in there, we
Yeah.
bring trouble to his home, not our own.
Mhm.
That's true, but Chrome could also be like, "Hey guys, let's give you another job to do because you're here already, and I like you." And
we
Well,
just tell
and
him
then we
no.
And then we make more money. And where's
No.
the problem with this?
That could be good.
Yen is yen.
that's true.
Are we going to Chrome's? The turn off is coming up. Yes or no?
I think
vote
we should
yes.
talk about it for 30 more minutes.
So I'm just going to stay on the highway and have to make a U-turn
No,
eventually.
no.
No, find
Just
find one of those roundabouts and just spin in circles.
That would be fun. Can you drift the roundabout? Just
I
over and
can
over
drift.
Ooh, boy.
We have
Donuts
drifting
for
competition.
days.
Who's better, her or me?
Can
What
we
do you
also
want?
get the server off my lap, please?
I vote yes. I vote yes. We go and
Fine,
cause
one
trouble.
vote for yes, server off lap.
I make the
Yes.
turn to take a long turn.
So good. That's getting into
After
role
the
play
turn
right
is
there.
completed. Gear Jammer will move the server off of Wildfire.
I buckle my seatbelt while the server's off.
Okay. So is the plan?
Take 'em to
What's the plan? You guys going to?
I take him to
Chrome's?
Chrome's.
Bay 11. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Real quick while we're driving, does
Yeah.
this jacket, is it the equivalent of like just my armored jacket except for a trench coat?
Is your armor jacket +1 defense, +1 soak?
Yeah, with 3 encumbrance and 1 HP.
Oh, it's a 3 encumbrance.
Really?
Yeah, apparently.
Really?
Yeah,
what
some
is-
of them get.
That seems
beefy.
high.
Yeah, that does seem high. Yeah.
Mine is too. That's yeah.
It does have an encumbrance on it.
But you ignore the first X points of encumbrance with armor, don't you?
No,
At least in
Depends on
Star
your
Wars,
class,
you
I
do.
I don't think so. At least not that I remember reading on it. I'm just looking to see my stuff now.
Oh yeah, I guess because my chameleon armor is an income too.
Interesting. I didn't realize armor's encumbrance was that high.
Yeah.
Yeah, for honestly, it's basically just a flavored armored jacket. So basically, it's just an armor jacket that's extra long, like a trench coat. So it's pretty much the same thing statistically. Just visually, you would be wearing a trench coat. It's black trench coat.
That's kind of burned.
It's a little bit singed and burned. Yes.
That's kind of my aesthetic.
It is your aesthetic, and
I
you were the
kinda
one
like
who
it.
caused the burns anyway.
Yeah,
So it
I'm
kind of
gonna
makes
do it. I'm
sense.
I'm
Personal
gonna switch
touch.
jackets. Yeah, switch a jackets.
Wildfire is now officially the guy who frays his own denim jeans.
And honestly,
Oh my God.
I think in your token, well, it's kind of like a black trench coat with holes in it in the bottom.
Oh,
They
here we
fired
go.
up the knee.
Yeah, did you guys? Yeah.
The encumbrance thing, the armor. I just found it.
Oh, encumbrance. Each full suit or discrete piece of armor has a listed encumbrance value. However, armor's full encumbrance rating only comes into play when a suit or piece of armor is carried instead of worn.
Oh.
Right.
I'm driving the van. That's what I'm doing. I was like, what are you doing?
Good find, MG. Good find. Yeah.
When worn, it's reduced by 3 to a minimum of 0.
There you go.
Okay.
So it becomes, if you're wearing it, it's
Oh,
not
wow.
encumbering. But if you're like,
I'm
if
not
you've got it
encumbered.
folded over and like stuffed in your backpack.
Like,
Right.
Yeah.
Or, you know, you're running away from an exploding building with it over your head.
Yeah. It's like, hey, look at me.
Yeah, it'll slow you down. Yeah.
That makes
All right.
sense. Yeah. Good find on that rule. There we go.
Good
Yeah, really
find. Does that mean?
And then this ring, is it special?
Go ahead and make an additional
3 rings for the Elven Kings under the
primal
sky.
check. That's it. That's it.
7 for the Dwarf Lords and their halls of stone.
Amazing.
One ring to rule them all. Oh wow, yes, indeed. This
My gosh.
is an enchanted ring. It actually has an enchanted let me double check. It has a shield enchantment on it.
This would be good for Jack.
Oh.
Let me double check.
Enchanted by water spirits.
Oh, I throw it
Oh.
out the window.
Whip it.
When you are wearing this, you actually have a +1 to your ranged defense.
Interesting. Jack, would you like this? I got the wand last time, so.
You know, you're very resilient. It may make you even more resilient. I could just hide behind you and you could just kind of, you know.
It's up to you, man. It's up to you. I'm gonna try to repair this wand.
No pressure. No pressure.
We'll just set it. We'll just set it on the console, and we'll think about it for a little while.
Sounds good. Because yeah, if you're not going to use it, I'll definitely put it on.
Well, how much strain can you take?
You know, I'm easily rattled. One could say.
Okay. And how many wounds can you take?
I'm pretty fragile. I'm just a guy. You know, I'm not big like you. You know.
Yeah, you should take the ring.
Thanks.
Because I have a 20 wound threshold and a 10 strain threshold. So.
The music content.
My,
Those trolls, man. Those
I'm
trolls.
so weak.
Trolls and I took tough 2 more times.
Oh wow.
So.
I'm only at 18.
Yeah.
And I'm 18-10, but I'm still more than half strained, so.
I have 11 wounds, 12 strain total.
So what does this thing do, Michael?
It adds
1 to your
one
defense.
to your ranged defense.
Ranged
Range,
defense.
range defense.
That's awesome. Cool. Thank you.
You got it.
Especially for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I'll be taking the ranged hits.
I'm gonna try to put you guys all back together on the map here, and we're gonna take you guys over back to good old New Orleans map here.
And then, Michael, one more thing. Could I try to transfer the gnarled wand's enchantment over to like a leather glove, potentially?
I don't see why you couldn't try.
Nice.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, wood's too flammable.
You'll have to
No-
look
no need
up.
to.
You guys will have to look up. I think there is an enchantment rule set in that version 2 PDF.
Yeah, page 10 something.
And we'll have to see like what the official ruling is on what we have to rule to make it happen. But I do believe there are rules on it. So if not, we can come up with something that seems fair, because it was in the original Shadowrun 6th edition. There were plenty of rules on enchanting things, but of course
I think we have to
it'll be a
spend like
little different
50% of the cost in a couple days or something to enchant things.
Yeah, it's probably something like that, and you might have to make one rule or something like that.
Yeah, crafting check.
Yeah.
Oh, it should have been black is setback, right?
Black is setback, yes.
It should have been a setback die to determine the purpose of the item.
That's okay. You rolled like a ton of successes on that, so it wouldn't have mattered. Yeah, page 108, chanting. Your character may only benefit from one implement at a time. When casting a spell, choose which focus to use.
It's a crafting check using your main skill. There's a difficulty on 104.
It would be considered a spell casting focus, which is a difficulty 4 check. 400 new yen.
Okay. Yeah, I see that. Yeah, if you wanted to try to go ahead and do that now, while you're driving,
Or
you could do it. You got a little bit of time before you guys arrive at Bay 11. How fast would Cypher be going?
cunning. So I'd use my cunning. Primal.
Probably pretty fast
Pretty
because
fast.
she's mad. A little bit of road rage happening. You know, it'd be like that.
Very cool.
We tell how mad she is.
I'm sure it's probably pretty obvious right now. She doesn't seem to be really engaging with any of you. She's just looking at the road and just driving well over the speed limit.
Blasting music.
Window all the way down.
Could I flip a story point for this?
Of course.
And that just adds an upgrade?
An upgrade to your skill check, yep.
Okay. Let's try it. Primal check. Throwing it. Nope.
What?
No, sir.
Wow, all those proficiencies and you still fail.
Yeah.
That was a rare roll. That was unfortunate.
That was an unfortunate bad roll, yeah. So, what happens on a fail? Anything?
Everything within 30 feet now.
Nope, doesn't really say anything about a failure. I would say it would probably consume the cost on a fail.
Yeah.
So, like, when you... I would say, since it says it takes like an entire day to craft something, I'll say that over the course of this next part's things, when you guys have downtime, you'd be working on it. So it's going to cost you 400 new yen, and you failed this time, like just to get all the supplies that you needed to do this little enchanting.
But I can use the advantages to do things.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Oh, where does it say that?
On 103, there's like a whole using dice results when enchanting. Like, what do you do with 3 advantages kind of thing?
Oh.
Oh.
So I can use 3 of the advantages to reduce the difficulty next time by 1.
Okay.
You made a blueprint. It's like you write down your mistakes. Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah.
And then I can use the 4th one to give myself a boost next time within 24 hours.
Okay. Can you take note of those things?
Yes.
In case we have to end the session before we get to resolve that, so we can keep that somewhere.
Yeah. This I would probably try again tomorrow, within the 24 hours, but the next day.
I am not seeing that. on page
Some
107.
103 on Shadowrun. Oh, really?
Oh, 107?
On the V2.
Version 2?
Do I have the wrong book? We'll talk later.
Okay, yeah, you might have the wrong book. The process of creating that takes 1 hour and does not include time spent together. Your GM is animation, imagine. Using dice results when enchanting, yeah. You do have advantage. Yeah. Absolutely. Nice.
Gearjammer's totally just chilling out in the back of the van, not buckled, drinking, smoking.
Oh, you guys can make those simple discipline or
Oh.
cool checks to see if you guys regain strain. Because you encounter.
How do we do this? I've never had strain before.
Remember, at the end of every encounter, it's kind of like you ought to get an auto short rest at the end of encounters.
Okay.
So you make a simple, which means no purple dice are rolled. You either make a discipline or cool check, and if you get any successes, that number of successes eliminates strain from your character.
Does a triumph do anything?
Good question.
On that? It's been a while. I don't know this.
I don't think we've ever rolled a triumph on that.
We don't usually roll in Shadowrun. It's usually in Star Wars.
Yeah.
Nope.
I'll poke around a little here.
I am still strained up.
Still strained up, Gearjammer. Yep.
Cypher is blasting Kanjani music, so she calms down a little bit. Relieve 2 strain.
Relieve 2 strain for that.
Gearjammer's going to go the exact opposite. And trying to drown this out is going to try to play music through his own communicator to himself. And he is going with as much dark crap as he can find. We're talking Merciful Fate, Pantera, Opeth.
I found the ruling in this book, and it says at the end of an encounter, each player can make a simple discipline or cool check. Each success recovers 1 strain. Furthermore, a good night. It doesn't say anything about triumph. I would count triumph as a success, though.
Thank you.
So
Thank you. That's amazing.
I would give that another strain there.
Cool. Jack's looking a little better, a little less sweaty, a little less rattled.
Yeah, you guys weren't being wounded, but you guys were straining yourselves quite extensively on that encounter. So eventually, you guys
Got some oil leaking.
Eventually, over the course of the time of watching Wildfire try to attempt this enchantment on a leather glove that he somehow had in his storage or his backpack or his pocket or something, you guys approach that Bay 11 near the airport once again. It's very dark. There are some street lamps and things in the parking lot where you guys witnessed that one little looked like a little drug deal happened in that one night. You guys sped away. But there is nothing in the parking lot, no cars. It's quiet. What do you guys do?
Like expected quiet or eerily quiet?
Well, it was pretty quiet the last time you guys approached here.
Okay, cool.
But at least last time you had like some thugs coming around and like trying to put on some kind of deal in the parking lot.
Well,
you did see a couple
I'm
other
not going to be subtle about it. I'm going to parallel park while drifting into the side because I'm so upset. I'm like, ah!
Nice. Do you have the driving skill, Cypher?
I
By any
don't
chance?
know. I don't think so.
All right. Well then, I'll
Shift it to 11.
see if you have driving. I think it is a skill on your character sheet.
I do. I have a rank in driving.
Nice. Go ahead and make a driving check.
All right.
Against
Do
3
I see her about to do this to my car?
against 3 purple dice. Because you're trying a pretty slick maneuver right here. It's gonna be a little hard to pull this off, but because I know I can't drift my vehicle into a parking spot easily.
Okay, I'm going to use
I gotta go.
Story point, yeah.
Okay.
That's all I need to do is
Let's
pull up to work in my vehicle and just.
Yeah.
Let's go!
She succeeds.
Ooh.
Look at that.
Beach?
Gear Jammer, the server that you were kind of have sitting next to you slams up against you as your car all of a sudden just like starts to spin out, and you hear the tires start ripping and churning as the back end just swings around and the server slams into you, slams you up against the wall. Jack and Wildfire, since you guys both had your seatbelts buckled, you guys just hold on going, ah!
I'm also holding the door.
I'm like holding Jack's hand really tight. I'm like,
as the vehicle slams, comes to a halt, the server kind of rocks back and forth next to Gear Jammer and settles. The ashes that were left over on the end of Gear Jammer's cigar just are completely gone now, just like all over his lap and his chest.
Oh, that felt good.
That was a thrill.
that was really
We're here.
cool.
Thanks. I've been practicing.
I look over at Gear Jammer.
BT looks up at you guys and says in his robotic tune, his auto tune voice, "You have caused me to re-enter party mode."
That's all I need. That makes my day so much better.
Does he have like a Tokyo Drift mode?
That's it. Yeah. Yeah,
Oh
that's
my
it.
god. Play Tokyo Drift. Let's do
It's just when a car ends up on top of him and
Oh.
All right, let's take this in. See if we can get her hooked up.
Yes. So you guys approach the door to Bay 11. If you guys remember, it's kind of like a man-sized door, but it folded up like a garage door, like one of those roll-up garage doors, and it had a pretty extensive lock on it whenever you guys came before. When you approach, it looks as if the lock is damaged, and there's about 3 inches gap at the bottom.
back to the van, put the server inside, lock the van.
Okay.
I'll make sure my ring's on.
Okay.
Pull out, make sure the grenade launcher is actually loaded this time with the incendiary. The
Oh,
remaining incendiary
the
grenades.
boys are pulling out weapons. I'm going to back the fuck up.
Yeah, it looks like they're spooked a little bit, Cypher, as they start to get quietly, like Gear Jammer goes with intensity towards the van and locks up the server.
I hate doing this, but I'm going to send a message to Chrome.
Okay. What would you like
Jim's
to say?
also got the shotgun ready. He's got them both strapped on, wearing them in front of the chest.
I got my fiery pistol conjured in my hand.
We're at Bay 11. Are you here? It looks compromised. What's going on?
You get no response.
He's not answering.
Can you see the? Are they online? Can you see them?
I go into the van
Okay.
and I will go into the matrix to see if there's anything on the grid around here.
Okay, go ahead and make what would be your matrix search check.
Matrix search. Is this a 2 purple?
Yes, 2 purple.
Maybe we need to have Jack make one of those spooky check.
Oh, for spirits.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Jack,
actually a
what's
good idea. I should probably sense a little bit. I'll kind of like, can somebody like hold me? As I'll just.
I'll hold it.
Wildfire
you.
holds
I got a
Jack.
gun in my hand, but I got you.
Throw me over your shoulder like fireman stuff.
Cool. Yeah. So
Him
you're
than me. I have explosives.
going for a sensing ride, Jack.
Yeah.
Going into the building.
Well, I want to sense around here first. Is there any residual magic? Are there any spirits gleaming and shining? Yeah.
You see what seems to be kind of like what you sense is residue from. You do sense residue from spellcasting. You do sense residue from just life in general around the area. Nothing that is like, nothing is overbearing. It's not like giving you like,
Okay.
It whatever was here is gone from the outside.
Okay.
At
The
least.
spellcasting here is weird. These are all like computer people and like, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
There was a gunfight.
So that's
1 man, 6 guns.
5, 9 success.
9 success and a triumph. Okay, you succeed. You do see that there is a network here. There is a server online. But it's kind of as if it is rather like there's no protection on it. It's unguarded.
Didn't I have a back door on this thing because I didn't trust them?
I cannot remember. We can say that triumph can be cashed in for you to have a backdoor.
Yeah,
Just
I
in
feel
case.
like that's valid. I feel like she would have a back door here, especially because she doesn't trust Chrome and she had access to his systems earlier. So
When you log in, you see that the activity of this server has ceased. And there hasn't been activity probably for you in at least probably 3 to 4 days.
3 to 4 days.
Mhm.
Is there logs leading up to the season activity, like whether it be cameras or like captain's logs?
Captain's logs.
Start date January 4th.
It appears that data has been erased.
Hmm.
Camera footage is not existent there.
Shit.
The last like data that's on there is basically things that you had already known about what he was doing. Just general information, gathering parts, working on that device that he was creating, that you guys were helping him, presumably when you guys got that gel to put in it. There's record log about just putting those things together, but it's just general information that you guys were already aware of.
Is there active cameras right now?
There are no active cameras currently, and you guys
turn them on?
You can try, yeah.
I want to try and turn on the ones inside to see what's going on in there.
Okay. Nothing gives you visual.
They must have shot out the cameras. Has any of the security systems been triggered? Like whether it be like alarms, or is it just everything's dead?
Everything's kind of dead and dormant.
Okay. I will come out and share all this information with the boys.
Okay.
Can I check the door for traps?
D&D!
Sure.
We play too much D&D!
There's a rune of fire.
Go ahead and just make a skullduggery check.
Okay.
So we don't get to use that very often.
Gearhammer's going to pull out one of his small hornet drones.
It'd be 2 purple. Small hornet? Yeah.
Would you rather me just send him in? Have him look around?
I mean, looking for traps ahead of him is not a bad idea.
Cypher,
I'm just worried
Cypher,
that,
when you
like,
go
this
outside,
first-
when you go outside of the van and you're talking to these guys, you take a look up at where that camera was on the door at the beginning. It's just the frame that was holding it. There is no camera on there anymore. It's just the frame with 2 little cables sticking out.
So the camera's just been yanked.
It looks like it either got exploded, destroyed, or yanked off of here.
This place got
So they either shot out the cameras or they all just got yanked out.
Or they left in a hurry.
Yes, if
Well, not
they
hurry, but-
left, they could be rapid uninstall.
Right.
Which case,
Lots
why
of
leave him hoodie?
advantages.
It's a very advantageous skullduggery.
Yeah.
Doesn't appear to be trapped.
Send
Looks
in the
good.
hornet.
Okay. Gear German's gonna plop himself into the van and jack into his Hornet and fly the Hornet in.
Under the door?
Yep, right through whatever opening, however I can get in, and just start
I stand
going
back.
through. And as I'm watching everything, giving, basically just trying to send that out as it hits me. I want to share it with the group.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it on my feed.
Okay. So you're feeding it to the
Yeah.
entire group.
Yep.
As the Hornet flies in and starts buzzing around inside, you notice in the far corner of the room there is one light that seems to be flickering at an uneven pace. You do notice on the far side of the other side there is, it looks like a massive cable has been broken, and so it's just like shooting little spark flares every once in a while, just like, and sparks go and like rattle on around, then more sparks will fly out. You can catch
No
glimpses.
bodies or anything?
As the nat drone is coming through, you guys go and you can see there's where those individuals were working on what looks to be a couple vehicles in there. There are bodies laying on the floor.
Oh shit.
Are there vehicles?
There are 2 of those black vans inside.
Dibs.
And it looks like the tables that were over there near those vans are completely stripped and empty. You would know that that was where some of those drones were sitting before whenever you guys walked in the first time. They were kind of repairing and fixing things up and changing things on them, customizing them. They are gone. Looking around the room, flying around, you fly kind of upstairs where you met with Chrome and notice that all those doors are kind of ajar and busted and broken. Where cameras used to be is nothing more than just the little bracket that was used to be holding them. You make your way into the main chamber where you met with Chrome, and you guys all catch this on your feed, as it appears that Chrome is laying on that chair that he was in, but he looks disheveled, damaged, and in several, like, it almost looks like his top torso of his mechanical body has almost been completely severed from his lower half. And he's just laying hunched over the table, motionless.
You think we could try to repair him?
Mechanics is simple enough. I don't know what damage to programming that is more
Let's
advanced.
take a look.
One way to
Maybe.
find out, right?
He may have escaped. Mentally?
Oh yes, you were here for that, weren't you? I
He
don't
was
remember.
trying to separate right his like
Yeah, he was
psyche
trying to
from
move
his
Yeah.
machine, but
into
He
his
was,
body.
yeah, nah, he was person who became robot, who wanted to be person again, or something.
but if he got in his human form, you don't think he would destroy his own? Because this place sounds like this place was cleaned out. Should we go in?
It's weird. They left 2 perfectly good vehicles. I think we open bay door, pull van in.
Well, the one van you notice, Gear Jammer, it's good, but it's still under a little bit of repair. Because if you remember right, I think you were the one who damaged one of their vans, and they were still fixing it.
No, not. I had nothing to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember that at all.
Is that when I brake checked and nearly sent somebody flying off top of?
Yes.
Yes, that was that.
Yeah.
That was that. That happened months ago.
Yeah.
The reason is
long
we
time
keep
ago.
up now.
But if we pull in, it take me a little while to fix Machine Man,
I can help.
or perhaps you and Party Man take care of fixing Machine, and I take a look at vehicles. Or you 2 take a look at vehicles, and I take care of Machine Man. You know what? I take Machine Man, you 2 do cars.
Whatever you want, boss. I mean, I'm just, you.
Imagine if we all roll up in van like this.
Yeah.
We can put massive cannon. We can have 9 cannon firing at once.
I'm just the mechanic. You're the boss man. So what you say goes. So if you're telling me,
Oh
to
yeah,
work on
does
the
he
car,
get paid for this? Does he get billable hours? Is that?
Billable hour.
Jack, you know what? I would love for you to be my lawyer.
Well, I can read books. I can.
You're gonna get Wildfire some overtime here.
Yeah, this is.
We take
How many
no
hours have you worked this week,
share.
Wildfire?
Okay.
Wait, what?
Okay, well, someone open the doors and I'll drive her in because I'm already sitting in.
Gear Jammer will jack out and go pop the bay door so we can pull the van in.
Absolutely. Yeah, you easily done. You guys pull the van inside the Bay 11.
I told you, drive. No, I don't.
Drift into the spinning garage.
No, I don't.
That
You
blinking
do that
light.
again. And I tell the car not to let you drive her.
The blinking
That
light.
blinking light in the corner, was that just a broken light, or does it seem like it's like a heartbeat? Maybe.
Yeah, it's just a broken light.
Oh, okay.
I was just using it for aesthetics to show a broken area that's been damaged.
Yeah, Jamie's head was like, maybe
Imagine
he is the
imagine-
warehouse now.
I was kind of imagining the end of Terminator 2 Judgment Day, you know, with the sparks
Oh, yeah.
flying everywhere,
Sparks
and the
coming
lights
out,
like
really
flicker
good.
in. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
That is massive load of C4. We walk in.
No, I didn't see any traps. We're fine.
Okay,
If you
well,
look at the door, sure. No, whole building is fine.
Yeah, I hope if the door is not trapped, why would the building be trapped? That doesn't even make sense.
I'll hop out of the van and close the garage door behind me. And then ask one of the boys to carry the hard drive to one of the power sources on this computer. Since they're going to be working on body and cars, I want to try and access the information on these hard drives.
Okay, perfect.
Gear Jammer's first going to go over how far away from where the van is that the man-sized door we came through that was sort of a busted.
I would say probably around 60 feet.
Okay. So, oh crap! You can only do it once. Looking real quick around here. Are there any sort of like supplies around here? Tape. It doesn't look like there's any sort of remnants of anything. I know I'm not looking.
Yeah,
like
there's
weapons
pieces of
stuff,
like
but-
there's like tools and stuff, but it doesn't
Perfect.
look like they left anything that could be like there's no weapons.
Traceable. Right?
There's
Yeah.
no, you know, it's like if somebody breaks into my house, they're gonna take my TV. You know, it's you know, it's like stuff like the important things that they think they can either sell
Yeah.
or utilize. With the tools and simple stuff laying around, there's plenty of that lying in the area.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find one of those like old school mechanic toolboxes, the ones that are half open with the little handle across the top.
Yeah.
Roll a tape, and I'm basically gonna jimmy this thing up against the door. Just roll up the man-sized door that we just came through.
Yeah.
Let me make sure, actually, before I go through all this, let me make sure I actually have enough in my inventory for this.
Okay.
Yeah, so I had 3, used 1, I went down to, now I'm going to use another, so we're down to 1. So I'm going to take out one of my last 2 incendiary grenades, this toolbox, and I'm basically going to sort of turn this into a makeshift claymore
Okay.
and set it down on the ground right next to the door. So basically set everything up so the grenade's in there, and picturing the grenade, you know, you're holding it in, you pull the pin out, then when you let go, the lever pops and it's live to explode.
Okay.
Basically, pull the pin out, set it and tape it into position so it sits. When the door opens, it pulls the tape, releases the pin. Kaboom.
Okay. Yeah. Go
So
ahead.
basically, if someone comes in to us, it'll give us warning, and it'll some shit up.
Go to rig this. Go ahead and make a mechanics check for me.
Okay.
Okay.
See, all you're trapping is the door.
So far.
2 purple dice is going to be your difficulty.
I want to make sure I don't blow my head up first.
And technically, because you're using tools, you do get a blue boost.
Oh, perfect. Oh, blue boost. I will. Why not? I will flip a story point to give myself an upgrade.
Oh, wow. I got all the
Yes.
story points now. Look at that.
Oh no.
And well, I don't want to blow myself up.
Well, that's true. Yeah,
That is a valid, yeah.
that's valid. Yeah.
You'd be
Really?
fine.
Right. Well, good
That is
news-
not a success.
Dear Jimmer,
Yikes.
you are convinced that you've got it rigged very well.
Oh.
It'll do exactly what you want it to do.
I love how just straightforward you are with it, Michael.
You do have 3 advantages though, so narratively we could put something on, like, even though it didn't succeed, there could be a benefit to it. If you can think of one that makes sense.
Well, again, and this is the player in me is thinking, okay, I just take this thing so bloody well that it is never going to blow up. Just how my head's looking at that roll is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Take it and run.
That is a good narrative. Yeah. You got it taped up so well.
Yeah. I thought this thing, when they open this door, literally it's bloom, 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 and it just starts rolling. If it's a ramp, however, it just starts rolling through the garage like a rock or a baseball.
Oh, there you go. At least it'll make a lot of noise so that you guys know,
Hopefully, you
know
know.
somebody's coming in.
There you go. There you go.
It's a noisemaker. That's good. Awesome. So some of you are going up to Cypher is going up to try to attempt to start hooking up this server.
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
gonna
carry
bring-
the.
Oh, good.
I'm strong too, so I can carry it up for while you're doing the grenade thing.
Okay. Yeah, that can happen there. And then, Jack, was there anything in particular you were wanting to do here, or?
I'm just generally sensing in case I pick up anything weird, but I'm getting the vibe that like this place has been cleaned out and we're just picking up the pieces.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you kind of get that vibe from it.
Yeah.
And I guess Wildfire and Gearjammer were going to try to attempt to put this individual together.
And then BT's working on the car.
BT could work on the car, yeah. You guys do notice when you guys come back up that BT is kind of, as you guys were doing all this other stuff, he never left that room. And he kind of just was like staring at this individual, the remnants of Chrome. Just taking an extended period of staring at this individual, kind of walks away to go work on the car in silence. You guys begin to start putting things together, and the camera starts to pan out, and it starts to focus in on emerging futures where you just left not too long ago. And out front there are what looks to be a few squad cars with their lights on. And that's where the camera fades on this episode. And we'll find out what happens next time. We come back to the 6th world.
We know it's.